All right, yes, I soon chamo be in Mokaba and from Rapid Rice channel. So it was YouTube. And I must say, Abrina Bibian, when you did me. We are extremely grateful that you keep watching us. And we thank you so much for always watching our channel. Yani so said the musi ehwe no. Kwan fa so a mo hwe dwumadie mo agi atom na mo hwe dwumadie no. We are extremely grateful. Not to trust us say ne ene da edikan a wo hwe video yi bia. Bomo dey so subscribe to channel na ade amaye. If today happens to be the very first time you are watching our video, kindly subscribe to the channel for us. Yes. Now, my main fan to just say, you want some at the eba Asante Kotoko. After Senano Monday, the first batch of 6 players, medicals. Now, out of the 6 players, medicals, the Munum, a pass medicals, Kotoko assign officially. Bako, a fairly medicals. Kotoko transfers, na say, a home common abafom. Now, there is a specific reason why Kotoko transfers, na a home some abafom. Nana Apenkra Akosiewa. Ya ono the chairman of the interim management committee of Asante Kotoko. On the sporting director, James Kwesiapia, womo eni Ghana ha. So clearly, once the 2 IMC members are not here, dan a ebema enkomodie no akofom. Asante Kotoko structure no mo dey adwuma no, the chairman and the sporting director, they make up the IMC. And omo afa lawyer Safuduku, afa Minia Richard, Osiakuto. Yes, you're no administrative manager, accountant to her. But of course, when the 2 at the top are not there, a bad this will be a bit progressive with transfer discussions. And one more to quite a South Africa on the invitation of the organizers of the Toyota Cup. Again, Asante Kotoko, the Moko South Africa, no, apart from Toyota Cup, no, Kotoko want to do their pre-season training in South Africa. And for that matter, one of them decided say, one more echo acquire one to chair, and sana, one more acquire a Toyota Cup, and so and and it is a reason I'm paying for India. Now, my main fan to yourself, and I'm paying crap say one James Kusiapia, or maybe Mujumadi out South Africa. And so, one more back to Ghana, and Bomobano, they are coming in to omo be semu kena transfers bi a no mudi nkoma etekodae no wonom eba be semu kena na afei omo hwe so mbe complete again woni wani chem e wa dakoja che a the friend said justify your inclusion ekoso no and so Asante company for no eja the technical team, but of course the sporting director will be around no ma check some ranch a wonom abaso omo ho de ahe obi what it takes. So we were Asante Kotoko team mana. Enti transfers in no airsign ebe hyase e wa Asante Kotoko ahwe. Mame emfa players, specific players bi enkomodie no ba bi aduro. Emfa emawo. Yes. Me do ewuram pa na fei. Ya hwe sa enkomodie no ba bi a enenam. Me pacho mo amubu so send me messages ebusa about Joseph Eso. Maka say Joseph Eso I communicated to Asante Kotoko coach Karim Zito. Sir, when you deal outside of Ghana, and so about to trust a coach is a way there, or person any extreme ewa bontain. It is Joseph Eso is almost a closed chapter until say be a branch of bako. Na okwa and comodino and far okwana comodino and answer discussions around all free Ghana na anye ya and a be a Asante Kotoko ebesan so apija and no on the part of Joseph Eso. They meet my catcher. Now, you will deals Libya and there, and that's so a pending. I'm going to walk you through side deals, no matter baby Drew. But a samba ko was something for company for and said what I hope I will not forget. I'll address that particular issue in this video. It didn't come out at the Afar branch at the Sadiq Al Hassan of Nations FC. Sadiq Al Hassan. It didn't come out at the Afar Dacosta Owusu. Dacosta Owusu of Golden Cake. It didn't come out. Nafe a branch at the team at the Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Ye dionoso ne ho enkomo ewo video we mu. Bomade say unsubscribing to channel da. Obe subscribe e dey amaye. It is very important that you subscribe to be a member of this family. Thank you so much. So, Mami Shasia and feature a branch of the Dean at the Dacosta Owusu. Ni profile ya wa hadada. Kotoko interest our branching yakadi a child that. Iti yan kwayechi yan progress discussion. For those of you are munshare ni ma branch no Dacosta Owusu aya branch or shejisi number 10 adema golden cake, right? Golden cake. Wano ena Kotoko any golden cake in the FA Cup no. Obomodin pa no number 10 jersey. Not just that game, the semi-final game omone atram the visa. He was super. The quarter-final game omone Kumasi omone Karela. He was super. The round of 16 game wamo a boy no omone Dambot 2-2. He was the man of the match. Omone a crowd to full round of 32. Another super performance. It's a branch and this is wabon omode. Urum our the Division 1 League Zone 3, Division 1 Zone 3. A branch no or more than 10 man of the match awards. Unimbo no bo. And no any in doubt. Baby a general Asante Kotoko officially at the crata a kubusa some per branch. In fact, after the FA Cup, Coach Abdul Karim Zito, I can say on him 9 Jeremy no kasa odi omo Kumasi anisa. But of course, transfer makacho say I am the moon some a doors. No kasa branch the thing at the Owusu Dacosta. Asante Kotoko at the official bid no calling for a reply. Now, omo demanded $50,000. That's around or approximately 500,000 Ghana cedis. And they can and count to 5 billion. Medical Bekatos Asante Kotoko, the entire transfer budget to Kromo Afino, 1.5 million Ghana cedis. Last season, they 45 million Ghana, 4.5 million Ghana cedis. Last season, 4.5 million Ghana cedis. That translated into about 45 billion O cedis. This season, they are 1.5 million. Obviously, the number of players are Kotoko and penny for no more envisages on the Trona endorse into a transfer budget and shut that answer. Now, if the club has a transfer budget of 1.5 million, now assuming without admitting, Sekotoko Ekutia 500,000 at the golden kicker. A chesa or transfer budget no 33.333% and our economy. 33.33333 and equal. So obviously Kotoko will negotiate that figure down. 500,000 and Kofun demand and Kotoko are ready to offer around between 1.5 million and 2 million Ghana cedis. And between 150,000 and 200,000 Ghana cedis. Because Omu demanded 500,000. What I say? And Kotoko are ready to pay between 150 and 200,000 Ghana cedis. That is what I know. Now my boy room golden cake and I maybe something for say Dacosta due na kwa kusi sakwana nkasa kan say wabobo on kan ache opese ufri enkran obviously kotokwada na opese oba and no any agent bi boy room so betimi at Dacosta akọ either Estonia or Albania ha dwen ye born no de senye born na nya a talent like Dacosta Owusu ought not to go and waste his time at Estonia or Albania. For what? But they be a Estonia or Albania, they be trying to cut 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 euros, which on your cream and yana is capa. It's no any baby da Costa Diana Aquacujina. Yamea Toma, the return of Nana Pinkraposewa, and James Kwesiapia, IMC members of Kotoko, from South Africa to Ghana. One of ever dream kaya, they will meet the management of Golden Cake. Now, I'm going to try to finalize a deal. If they're able to do that, then Asante every year with a branch in a deal. No? Either than that, it will be a closed chapter. Second, President's Cup New Year on the 6th of July. On the breaking branch, no matter reconvening and I'm regrouping the weekend afterwards. But that time, I'm regrouping. I'm more money to South Africa for their preseason. It play a beer because I'm to piano. And say, no my home every year. It's information about Dacosta Owusu. Now let's go to the next player. And the next player, no, Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Charles Gyamfi Kamara, Bibiani Gold Stars player. And now, or a Bibiani Gold Stars player. And it is saying 20, Today is 26th of June. And your branch and contract and Abanawi answer. It's Charles Gyamfi Kamara played for BBN Gold Stars and was part of the league winning team, their historic league winning team. Now, account. A branch and Asante Kotoko, and then a share 1-on-1. But only one occasion, and I could any Charles Gyamfi Kamara at Tenassi. That occasion, it was a Tuesday, 11 a.m., and I branched in the company of the father, who is a former footballer, and I know of the black president, Safu Gyamfi. Ewuram ewa Asante Kotoko secretariat ekosia Kotoko empenyi for. Baby a discussion ekosi here, and say a branch willing and ready to play for Asante Kotoko. There's no doubt about that. Asante Kotoko offered him a 3-year contract, 3-year deal. Charles Gyamfi Kamara communicated to Kotoko his willingness to play for the club, name him under the right conditions. Kotoko gave him an offer to go and study. Kaisa branch, ne maame o manage no lawyer Mrs. Osei, board chairman at Midfielder Gold Stars. Ne yere Mr. Osei yere na manage no. One decide yes Kotoko emma 70,000 Ghana cedis. No mama branch 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. Me no ka say e ho na asemejina Asante Kotoko 70,000 no. Omunye negotiations. Kotoko are not negotiating around 70,000. Around 70,000. Initially, Kotoko offered 20,000, came up to 30,000, and a branch and salary so age 10,000. Now Kotoko hover around 6,000 and 7,000, between 6,000 and 7,000 a month. And another Kotoko age and about signing on bonus because Kotoko are not going to pay money to any club. No more age demanded 70,000. Now Kotoko age between 20 and 30,000. Na me mfa ntu ya sɛ moate bebrebe sɛ aduana stars abawuram yes abranche no ne nua panyi ne Elvis Opoku Ngolo Kante former captain at aduana stars eti Charles Gyamfi Kamara nankasa wasi akan de aduana stars na bra na yes but one chadam peja wa aduana to a former player at aduana stars and abranche be wuram e obibiani a obesi na akan no kwasem ewom and say bibiani Gold Stars team nankasa were interest in the boy. Adriana Stars were interest in the boy. Na Adriana de no owura bi a owusika say tam. E fe na Prince. Wano na say opa branch and style of play na say Adriana Stars team na come from okay omo league in 2009. No mabeje 3 years after no masaji league. If you na Adriana Stars model no aye bibia ho. Eno nti no owura no ene Adriana Stars management Eddie Nkomo. So no one can say we want to bring Charles Gyamfi Kamara to Adriana. And Komodie no baby ko gina here and it's a figure of about 120,000 owura no episode tua at the Emma branch. Na Adriana Stars negotiating a salary. We borrow our Charles Gyamfi Kamara na share no. No kwase we say Adriana Nkomo na enko akire. Adriana Stars Nkomo na enko akire Asante Kotoko de no e wo soro bebrebe e de chen Adriana Stars de no. And no as we speak, but he's a footballer and Sikadi Obi and Fed Niagro. Charles himself is looking at the prospect of playing for Kotoko in the CAF Confederations Cup. That is something that he's looking at. That is something that the management today they are also looking at. But again, one more also Jessica Samono said offer the free urban so as a fact. They are also considering that aspect as well. But I can tell you, sir, as we speak, Asante Kotoko Dina Ewasoro. Sanana Pinkra Kosia one James Kosiapia if South Africa ebidura. Another priority, Nioma Dapno Soa, one of Ebe Kanabako. I am branch the thing at the Charles Gyamfi Kamara. The contract I won't answer someone. They will go back to it and then try to fast track Sa and Komodino. Now one of the Charles Gyamfi Kamara but that is if they are able to agree. So when you team do the same point, no more agree. Then Asante Kotoko Charles Gyamfi Kamara to the list of players. One for or the 2020 and answer for the 2025-2026 football season. Now the next player I made in home common. I have branched the thing at Sadiq Al Hassan, 28-year-old Sadiq Al Hassan, who plays for Nations FC. Many can say Nations at the contract extension offer at the Ama Sadiq Al Hassan. Sadiq. On the nations, Ekofa Abdul Karim from Bechem. In fact, Coach Kasim Mengo, there was a Bechem boys in the power at the Aba club at the nations bar. It's Abdul Karim not bought as a holding midfielder at the nations FC. Asante Kotoko pair holding midfielder who can also play as a central midfielder. Now the profile now one happen and a coach Abdul Karim Zito identify the former player in Sadiq Al Hassan for that particular position. Mamin Fantuja says Sadiq Al Hassan. So share the ball border and the modemona. Adia bakwabe to me aka. And say a branch no one abojuma edi ama clubs are. What's your kind of from Wild Stars to Carolina United? Ebe PMU ewo Dreams FC eba Nations. Why juma edi amom. Eho ena kotoko ehwe se onu betimi akofa branch. Nations aka branch no 2 months bi. But amount na Nations a boy no. Kotoko etwiko nechi. Kotoko ain't give up on that transfer. Mame emfa to say Asante Kotoko ain't give up on that transfer. Mun your money. But Kotoko etwiko nechi. Now nana penkani kwesi apia bidra. Ombesan so a reactivity na omo negotiations with Nations assign apija. Nations naturally omo players born yete. Nations FC. Omo more jinamaboa sa. Nemum the chene say Kotoko efili say player aka the 2 months and the contract be udie. Amount from boy no enya realistic. We'll come back to price, reasonability and all of that. Ya chechi mo ha ache. Enti Kotoko will go back to the table. I had another seven was some kind of mamma futu from Asante Kotoko and then paying for. No question will say Kotoko should not, and nobody should allow coach Abdul Karim Zito to fester the thoughts. What they can your thoughts now at the Samba Eboas number 6. But Side Guinness about to also say no person why the moon can't say Yansa. Moon can't general. Munian cannot catch as some way a cancer. So the bear is seer near Kai Becca. We said it. Samba is one of the top performing center backs in our league, if not the very best. You don't improvise that player to a different position. No, where would maybe the best position. You don't do that. So Samba is very, very comfortable playing as a center back. And he's done that to perfection. He's been doing that to perfection. So for me, I think that Koto company for Momo number 6 position. Meaning how you want to deal with it. Yes. Sadiq 8 number 6. Meaning say this season. Mo pese mo de team number 6 or also number 6 no too comfortable. And to transfer now mo be na mo recruitment so far. 5 players I could sign. Holding midfielder any. Until Okofa Sadiq, you still need another holding midfielder. I don't know if the thinking of the coach and say Wakacha for the Samba number 6 na M1 Mumpa number 6. Number 6 and won kwatwe e league no. Number 6 and won ya din e Ghana ha. Position number 6. And won ya din wo Ghana ha say I just so improvise the best center back probably in the league, the best player in your team. No improvise no. Yenya ne saa unka nkyere coach se Kwame Poku enei 9 na all se Kotoko any 11 and say 7 winger. You don't push Kwame Poku there and say or forward into forward be able to about there. Get a proper holding midfielder. Play Samba in his natural position as number 6. And you will see how we protect Kotoko back line. Ebra play Ogum had never bought 6 now a 5. It's a run of 9 games out of boy. Now Ogum Blay ebo 6. Now Samba ebo 5. And I block ebo 4. Solid. Kotoko Adriana Stars Kotoko Nkonzidi go 2-0. Kotoko ebe ball Future Stars 2-0 Nkonzidi go. Kotoko eko ball Hearts of Folk 1-0 Nkonzidi go 3 games no. Kotoko eko Tuba Strotef eko share 2-1 over Dreams FC or consider 1 goal. Obeshe Bibiedi Gold Stars 2-0 Nkonzidi go. Asante Kotoko ene Mediama ko ball 1-1 or consider bako. Kotoko ebe share Vision 4-1 or consider bako. And Kotoko share Kerala 1-0. So in about 9 games, Kotoko consider 3. 3 as a 4. Solid, solid, solid when Samba is playing at his natural position. I think that way idea Damakoma some person maker. And I'm there to just so update. I will place no I'm there mom. Nana Penka ko say we e be dra. Oni James Kwesiapia. Straight away, one more target to go back to the negotiation table on 3 players. On by baako e won kan. Eno e Dacosta Owusu de no. One more efin kan ba. One ever be din komo e de afa branch de Charles Gyamfi Kamara. Na fe one more any nations enso din komo afa a branch de Sadiq Alhassan. No matter baby a one ebetimi e de sa transfers na akwakodu. Thank you so much for always watching our channel. Don't forget to over subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much. May the Almighty God be with us all. God bless you.